Hello, my name is Caden Dawson. I'm here to present my video for time management for administration of electronic office, the 8-week course we are currently in. Um, Obviously, first thing I did was go through the book and kind of see what tips or tricks or strategies that the book had for time management, and a lot of it was very helpful, more helpful than I realized. I always thought that time management was not necessarily easy, but it's something that you control and it's just, managing your time. But after going through the book and doing research of my own, I found a lot of helpful insight and different things that I was not aware of before. Um, Obviously, number one in the book says establish effective work habits, which is super important in anything you do. Me, for example, I work a full-time job and I also take 12 hours through Tarleton. And to be successful in that, you have to have habits in place every day. If you try to wing it or just go on your own, you will fail most of the time, as I realized early on when I tried to do that with college classes. Uh, Next thing it says take charge of your time, be in control of what you do, have specific work patterns, which in all of this that I was reading, it at first, obviously, I kind of lined it up with what I do at work. And then I realized it's also very relevant in schoolwork as well. A lot of it comes down to having discipline and setting a goal or a plan and sticking to it. Um, Next one, it said take time to think, which is something that I've struggled with in the past. Whenever you're presented with a situation or a issue, you want to go with your gut reaction and not take time to think to make the best possible choice. But if you do that, you will be able to manage your time better and not use wasted time or resources going in a direction because you made a gut choice instead of making the correct choice. Next, assign priorities, pretty self-explanatory. You want to obviously take care of what needs to be taken care of first, and then extra things that you might have in your workday, or if you wanted to get ahead on schoolwork, you could do that after you've taken care of the requirements, such as doing a presentation on time. And then if you have time later on in that day, you can do your homework for the next week, which will put you ahead for other classes and your work. Avoid procrastination. Once again, kind of self-explanatory. You don't want to put things off to the last minute. Doing so will result in not only you possibly not getting done on time, but the quality of what you were doing could be lacking because you didn't give it the proper time or resources. The book also mentions start with a difficult task, which I had to look into more because to me that I always want to start with something easy, such as something you can accomplish, so it gives you a sense of accomplishment to work more throughout the day. But after reading more on it, it makes a lot of sense. If you're working in an office, you want to come in, and if there's a task that you put off throughout the day or one that you don't necessarily love to do, you want to get that done, get it out of the way so you can focus on work that you either enjoy or you're better at, and that task which you don't prefer doing is not weighing on your mind throughout the rest of the day. And a strategy that I use personally, I was actually very terrible at time management in my several years ago. And then I got married, which was really good for me because she's a planner, and it actually helped me in both my professional and my school life. And something that we do, or I do, is I have a planner, which this one isn't filled out yet for February. And I keep that and I fill it out every week for the following week. And I have different colored tabs for my different classes, and I also have tabs for different work assignments that I have. And what it does, it gives me a chance to plan out my week and know exactly what I have to do. And also day by day, whether I get off work or if I have a day off, I can reference it and see exactly what needs to be done, what can be put off till another day, really be able to manage my time properly instead of just having to check several different sources or different areas to see what needs to be done, whether it be my work email or school email. It's all consolidated down to one book, which helps me manage my time properly. And that was my strategy. And that is all. Thank you.